Hello guys and welcome back to Aurora 4X. So we had the amazing fortune of discovering the amazing amount of minerals in Alpha Centauri, and I realised I said amazing twice there, so I need to stop repeating myself a little bit. So anyway, right, so we had the Distos complete his orders in constructing the jump gate to Alpha Centauri, so we're going to have that ship proceed through to the Alpha Centauri system. And, build me a jump gate. Yeah, I love me some jump gates. So, transit, over there, then build me a jump gate. Or do I have to, let's try this again then, one moment. Right. It's definitely not going to be construction on the other side, is it? Why am I looking? Here we go. No, that's for damn sure, okay. So we'll issue orders to the Distos, build jump gate at Alpha Centauri. That should work out, I believe. Well, I'll have it transit into the actual system first, and then we'll give orders to build the jump gate. So we'll wait until that one. Right, no, not to Sol. Okay. I just don't want them to go somewhere else, is all I'm trying to make sure of. Right then, as a result of experience gaining his performance of his duties, he's increased his production bonus, fantastic. Right, I need to go and pick up the Colonial Geology team at some time in the future. And we have a grand total of 5 labs spare, actually. Now, it was suggested to me in the comments, actually, what I should do to train up some of my scientists is have them, like, one scientist, one lab on a project, and then at least they'll gain some skill in that project. So that's really a good idea, actually, and I think I will definitely go for that. So I think I'm going to have somebody to start working on this. So I'll have Olivia on this one. Then again, should I have Olivia? But then I'll start... how old is Olivia? I wish it would tell you ages and stuff. Okay, we'll have Olivia on this one then. May as well train her up a little bit more. So we're going to allocate 1 lab to her. There you go, my darling. Mining, production, that would be quite nice, actually. Construction rate. We'll put Naomi on this one. I need to remember to do this before I start the project. Okay. So actually, let's take a look at our warhead designs. Well, our missile and kinetics, and see if we have that warhead technology yet. Right. Work on the sensors, that's a fact. Fusion boosted fission warhead. That's quite powerful, actually. I would very much like to make my missiles faster and just more agile, just altogether more agile. So what should we work on here? We could work on the strength of the actual missile when it actually hits, or the agility. I think I'm going to go with the agility, but then again, missile launch reload rate would be fantastic. And there's a lot to be said about the magazine. A lot to be said. If we can make the magazine more efficient and just safer, that'd be really good for us. There's so much to research. So much. I would like to actually improve my research into Gauss cannons, though. That would be nice. There's so much to do. Absolutely heaps of things to do. Take a look at energy weapons. Though I do like the idea of the Mason cannons. Especially when I come to design fighters. So I can have wings of fighters that are armed with Mason cannons. And basically, we don't have to worry about trying to punch through the enemy's armor. Or that sort of jazz. We can just penetrate it without even having to worry. It does very low damage, probably about 1 damage, but there's a lot to be said about a really fast fighter. That can just... it doesn't need to even bother your armor. Ultraviolet lasers would be quite nice as well. But, where's fire control speed? We have particle beam range here. Particle beams are something I would like to take a look at in the future. But I'd like to increase our fire control speeds. Especially the max tracking time bonus versus missiles could be quite handy. So I think we'll start with that research. But then again, electronic warfare would be really good. Right, we don't have anybody who's any good in this, so we'll just put Harvey Davidson on this one. Sorry, Harvey Sanderson. I was looking at Aaron Davidson then. So I'll put some people on, but at least I'll be going through. Okay. So we were working on actually bringing some infrastructure to Lupercal. Looking forward to seeing how that's going to work out for us. Let's take a look then, Lupercal. So we don't have any people here yet, but we do have some infrastructure that is being delivered to the system. So what I'm going to do is give orders to the Estonia. Right, so we have about 693,344 litres of fuel. We produce 960,000 per annum, so that's good. It's a decent start. Right, conditional orders. I'm looking for the 90% one. Unload fuel at colony at 90%. Can we dictate which colony that is going to be? I imagine I'll probably go for the colony that's nearest. Right. Ah, okay. Fuel tank's full. Unload 90% of the fuel at a colony. That should work out fine. I just hope that it'll go to the colony here. But then again, it has no jump engine, so of course it's going to go here anyway. So that's good for me. We'll have to check up how much fuel we're gaining per month, actually. Well, we could work that out probably quite easily, but I'm far too lazy to get a calculator at the moment. So, in the future, maybe. Right, Alpha Centauri. So we still have the Proxima scanning the systems and bodies of this binary star system, which is really interesting. I do love that. It's just... It just adds so much. It just adds so much to the game. Right, let's take a look at the Earth's industry. Right, so we are increasing our fuel refinery rate, which is really good, actually. Right, we're now producing 1.536 million litres per annum. That might be enough, actually, so I think I might modify that down to just another 17.73. There we go, modify that. And then at least we can finish off this, and we'll have a decent amount. It's going to be a little bit odd, but well. Okay. Right. Can I give orders to the civilians? Ah! So these civilians are kind of about 1,250 colonists each. So that's good then. I think I might have the civilian economy do that then. Right, shipping lane information. So they have a current share price of about 10, which is pretty good actually. They have a decent amount of wealth. I might give them some more wealth, about 10,000, and then have them build some more ships to carry more and more people through. But it's great. Can I take a look at their designs? Oh, no, I can't. It's a shame. I'd love to have taken a look at their designs. Actually, speaking of designs, I'm thinking we're going to make this into our dedicated missile cruiser, to be honest. I've been reading a lot about warships in the forum and on Reddit, and the general consensus is if your ship's not a, like, well, missile warship, it needs to be very fast. So, with that, I mean, we do have the lasers mounted on here, so we have one of them, but they're not very long range. So, I think we're going to have this, destroyer as our missile cruiser. Well, destroyer. We could go for beams, but really our beams are pretty rubbish. So I think I'm kind of considering maybe getting rid of some of the lasers, like that laser there, but I suppose it's better to have it, isn't it? To have it than not need it, then need it and not have it. Right, we have two of these fire controls. I almost missed that one, and that saved us quite a bit of weight there actually, so that's something I really should have picked on earlier. Damn, we could even put the armor up there. Oh my god. My voice has been going a little bit funny, so I apologise about that. Right. We couldn't fit on some extra missiles. We don't have enough space for that kind of magazine. Actually... Right. What could we fit on for 350 tons? I wish we could see like a weight thing, that'd be really handy. Could we fit on a Mason cannon? No, they're far too heavy. CIWS we could if we had another 150 tons. I mean, it wouldn't be good to have more CIWS because they would be better off. Well, they would be much better at defending against missiles attacks. But I'm considering maybe having some more lasers. But that would go completely contrary to what I was just talking about, wouldn't it? I'm not entirely sure what I want to have. I mean, is there anything really worth having? Perhaps some more fuel? But then again, armor would be really handy. I can't fit another engine on. I mean, these military engines are very heavy. I need it to be about 10,000 tons, mostly because I need it to be able to be carried by a jump-capable ship. I mean, we could build a much larger ship, but obviously we need to work on the shipyard, so that's something for the future. Maybe some more engineering spaces could be handy. I mean, increase the maintenance life of the actual ship itself, perhaps. Right, let's take a look at our obsolete components, actually. I think we have that magazine that was much smaller. And if we do, we might see about... Yeah, so we have a size... is that a size 10? Oh, this is a size 10 one. Even... Damn, really? God damn, those things are heavy. Oh, I don't know what to put on. I really don't know what to put on, and it's really irritating. Right, let's see. If we put on 6 layers of armor, we have 100 tons spare. Could we get some more fuel on that? We can't get a large on. Could we get a normal fuel on? We could. Any small ones, perhaps? There's also something to be said about putting some kind of, like, troop capacity on these ships. We don't have the technology to actually transport troops now, but it would be quite handy in the future, but I think we should really design ships that are dedicated to that sort of thing. Okay, so 6 layers of armor. Sounds good. Right, see if we can get some more fuel on here. Yeah, that's handy. A few extra 1,000 litres of fuel will do me just fine. Right. So I think I'm at a stage where I am fairly happy with this. Now I have 50 Spicy Thunder surprises on, but I think I'm going to reduce that number to about 30. Because, I mean, if we have about 2 ships and they're carrying about 30 each, we're not going to need that many. And I'm going to plan on building quite a few of those ships, so we don't need that many anti-ship missiles. We're not going to come up against something that powerful. So I think I'm going to invest more in the Furies. Because I really want to have a effective anti-missile capability, because missiles are deadly. Absolutely deadly. Actually, no, we'll go for about 40 Spicy Thunders. Yeah, it shows you how much they weigh. There we go. So about 40, and then 134 Furies should work out quite nice. I'm definitely going to redesign these missiles as soon as I have better technology. That is an absolute must for me. Right, I mean, we are working on fire control speed. That's what I was looking for, but I couldn't find it. Well, there it is. Right, Totomac fusion reactors, out of ground sensors, okay. Righto. I think I'm going to take a look at the original Marathon's design and see if we can actually improve it. Right, so... what is this? That is... not quite what I want. Okay, so we're going to copy this design. Right, Marathon copy. We're going to call this the Marathon Mark II. And we're going to think about what we can actually do to the ship in the future. Because the Marathon serves a very unique purpose in the fact that it has to have the jump engine. But, yeah, so if we were to add the new armor, so we're looking at about 10,000 tons here. Yes, we gain quite a bit of weight there already. We could already bump that back up to about 5 layers of armor. Because this ship is not very well armed. So I think what I'm going to do is actually remove these lasers. I mean, we have far too much power on this thing. I should have designed a better reactor. So we're going to get rid of that. Right, so we have Gore CIWS there. Okay. We don't need these thermal sensors because they're passive sensors. They would be for stealth ships. So let's take a look then. I would like to have the anti-missile. And, missile detection. So that's about, bloody hell, 9,700 tons, really? Ooh. I was kind of hoping that I might be able to kit this thing out to be anti-missile capability, or just have some missiles in general, but... I don't think we could. This is a bloody problem. I'm trying to work with these, confines, and it's quite difficult. Okay, never mind. We'll get rid of that one. I mean, we could have that, but we would have to have the, beam... well, the missile fire control. So we'll take off this beam fire control. That brings us down to 8,000, but if we add that, 8,200. Now we have a decent amount of maintenance, so I could take off some of these engineering spaces. So I'm going to take off about 5 of them, and... right, so that brings us down to 1.89 years. Which is not bad, I suppose. I want to try and improve it to be a missile-capable ship, and to have at least some anti-missile capabilities. Right, so if we added a magazine on here, that's 8,450 tons. Right, we have that. The 48k ASM brings us up to 8,850. The missile detection, 8,900. Okay, I'm feeling quite good about this so far. So now we need missile launchers. So we'll go for a... maybe one size 5, perhaps. I mean, it would be able to launch some Spicy Furies. Well, Spicy Thunders. We'll try it like this then. So... 4 of those. But I would like to have some more ammunition space. So let's try the magazine. Try another magazine. That brings us up to 10,350 tons. If I removed one of these size 5s, it brings us down to 10,000 tons. Okay, that's looking good. Now we have a lot of fuel on here, so I think I might reduce some of the fuel. There we go. Brings us down a little bit more. The other ships have about... what was it, 690? So we'll go over and take a look at the Doxa. Now the Doxa has 590,000 litres of fuel. Right. We have about 500,000. We'll bring that up to match the other ones then. Right. I'm just thinking what I can possibly do with this ship, you know? Okay. Now 400 tons. What could I do with 400 tons, actually? I think I might keep them down at 5,000, well, 500,000 litres. It's no means enough. By no means enough, I should say. But it might allow for other things. Right, so they have a range of about 17.5 billion kilometers. This has about 15.4. Actually, I think what we might do then is take us down to about 500,000 litres. Right, so we'll get rid of these. So now we're down to about 500,000 litres of fuel. We're about 100 tons. Now what I'm thinking is maybe add some more size 1 missile launchers. And then at least we can fire off more anti-missile missiles. So let's see. Missile launchers. Right, so we could get another missile launcher on there. So it would bring us up to 5 size 1s. And 4 size 5s. That's okay. 3.11 years of maintenance live. I think what we'll do then is we'll try and add back a laser. So we'll put on the smaller reactor. So that gives us 1. We'll add this laser. Right, 9,850 tons. Right, it needs beam fire control, I should say. Bloody hell, that's huge. I should really take a look at that beam fire control, actually. Let's take a look at our beam fire controls, then. I mean, I'm trying to make a fire control with as much range as possible, but I really don't need that. So do I even need to have a beam on it, then? No, I think what we're going to go for, really, is if our ships can't destroy the enemy at missile range, they're never going to be able to close in anyway. God damn, I'm so indecisive about these ships because I just don't want them to die, you know. Right, so we'll get rid of this then. Not the gauze, of course. We'll get rid of the fusion. Get rid of, where is it? Where's the beam fire control? Get rid of the laser to begin with. Okay, we got rid of all that. So now we have 9,600 tons. I have about 1.56 years of maintenance life. Let's see. Right. I have the anti-ship missile fire control. I have the missile detection fire control. Perhaps some more... Right, that's a missile detection. Okay, there we go. That's something I almost missed out on. Actually, then again, that's really bloody heavy, isn't it? Damn it. It's this jump engine. It's really hard to design for. Do we have the missile fire control on our other ships? Yes, I do, thank you. Missile detection. Okay. The issue really is the fact that I haven't actually had these ships tested in combat. So it's hard to know what I actually need, and what the enemy could be bringing into the battle. Okay. So I think we'll go for some more armor. I think we'll bring up the maintenance perhaps, but then again... Right, our active sensors, what resolution do they have? They have about size 20, so they're not really going to detect these missiles at long range, but then again we do have missile detection on our other escorting ships. You know, I'm going to come back to this, I'm going to come back to this in the future, because I really do want to rethink my Marathon Command classes. I mean, bloody hell, I've been waffling on for about 24 minutes and I've not even ended the turn yet. But it's just the fact I just really want to make these ships as good as possible, and I just don't think I have the right setup in the technology for what I really want to do right now. I've seen lots of people on Reddit say that basically you want to try and aim for your ships to be about 25% engine, 50% engine, something like that, and reaching speeds of about 5,000 kilometers per second at this stage. So it's difficult. I think I might just have to radically rethink my entire approach to ship design. That was a pretty quick turn as well. The first turn always seems to be really quick. Right, the Distos completed orders, thank you. So we'll have you build the gate over here then. Wolf 359 jump point. And build that jump gate, please. How much infrastructure do we have over on Lupercal? 20. Come on, I want to see that go up. Need that Brunei to hurry up. Oh, we do need to assign a actual planetary governor of Lupercal. So who do I want to actually assign? We need somebody who's going to obviously help. I don't know. I don't particularly want population growth too much while I get the infrastructure in place. So maybe like mining and possibly building. Because I do need to actually have some construction capacity of this world. I might have it so our freighters bring in like construction factories from Earth, but yeah. We'll find out. It's one of those things where you're trying to plot a plan years in advance when you're not even there yet, you're not even close. A civilian mining colony has been established on Europa. Well, okay, sure, why not? Right. Yeah, that'll do me. Go back to Sol then. Do we have the marathon back at Earth then? Ah, yes we do. Good stuff, good stuff. Right. We don't have anything in the Ross 128 system right now. Is everything in Wolf 359? Alpha Centauri or Sol? I believe so. Ah! Hello. So people will arrive on Lupercal next turn, in the next month. Brilliant. So we're actually going to have people. Our first colony, our first living, breathing colony in another solar system. And then we have a solar system right next door that we're going to be able to colonize. Just fantastic. We need to definitely look at getting the warships and the fleet basically built up in this session. If we can get that fleet built up to a certain degree, then I think I might have a venture out to Proxima Centauri. Right, so we constructed all the fuel refineries on Earth. Brilliant. Right, so our Actar Interstellar has now built 4. Well, we got a small, freighter, we got a large and a huge. Interesting. So the civilian economy has just really been waiting all this time. There we go. Recent deliveries, colonists, fantastic. Yeah, they're definitely carrying a lot. So can we issue orders to the civilian economy? We can actually, so we'll go over here. We'll go to civilian over here. And, let's request on Lupercal some construction factories. So demand, I believe, is the right thing. So we'll demand about, I don't know, we'll go for a easy sum of about 100. I say that, but I feel bad for them. Right. Lovely. Go back to Alpha Centauri. I want to see how many things we've actually scanned in this system. Right, surveyed bodies. Okay, so you still got some bodies to survey then, a few moons. That's fine by me. I am itching to begin exploring further out into the solar system, but we do need to find some more jump points actually. Right, what do we have around Earth then? We have the Marathon, the missile bases, the Prespa? What's in the Prespa group? There's nothing in here, so I should probably just delete this task group. Right, we'll delete that task group. There we go. Getting rid of all that clutter. The Toronto Geo is nothing in here, so we'll delete that task group. The Stigtug, yep, you're definitely here. Toronto EXP. The Toronto is here, but it is being retrofitted. Now, we do have the Washington here. Is this in Sol? I don't think it's in Sol. It might be, I suppose.